Welcome back to the KLT Fitcast. I am doing the intro. This is fucking weird. Hi, I'm Josh, Kate's husband. Kate and I opened a gym 2.5 years ago here in Peterborough called Kate L. Tom's Fit. And it comes from Kate's weight loss journey of losing 150 pounds and finding a passion with fitness. And we started this podcast because we talk about a whole bunch of shit that some people might find interesting. Some, not a lot of people, but some.
Nice.
Thanks for listening.
Great job. You did it. Cut. Just kidding. You've missed one little thing.
Sure, go ahead.
One little intro thing.
Yeah, what is it?
You know that when it comes to this podcast, we like to give you real tools that you can take away as soon as we finish recording, as soon as this airs, that you can implement in your day-to-day life.
Yeah.
Otherwise, great job.
Thanks.
Great job.
We talk about the tough things when it comes to weight loss and fitness and mental health and the struggles that can come with all of that.
Do you think we have a no BS approach?
I think sometimes you worry about what other people think, and that creates some BS, but I would say overall.
That's not what I meant.
I think overall we have a pretty no BS approach. Like, we're pretty cut and dry.
Yes, because this is what works. This is what science.
Well, we just keep it simple. Like, realistically, making any kind of change in your life, it's about keeping it simple. And there are so many things out there that are designed to complicate it and make it some big process that it really isn't. Ultimately, it's calories in versus calories out, and that's going to determine whether or not you're losing weight. And if you're moving any kind of weight, you're going to be building muscle.
Yeah.
Simply put.
Yep.
Yeah.
Great job. We're done now, right?
Yeah. Well, we've been doing this for 6 months now.
We did a little, 6 months of this podcast. You know what? I'm like, explodey confetti.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to be popping the champagne, but sure. Okay.
No, it's the confetti. We've been doing this for 6 months. We've been spending mostly Sundays or the odd Saturday for the last 6 months.
Doing these.
Yeah. You know what's kind of sad? I feel like this is the most time that we talk.
Some weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially like sports for me has gotten very busy because it's playoffs in a lot of my leagues, and
long days at the gym for me. We're kind
of doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes as well. And
do you want to know what one of my goals is before we actually get into the topic of this podcast?
What?
Love you guys, but I want to try really hard to completely disconnect on Saturdays. The only day that I really can realistically do that is Saturdays. So my hope is that after like my run on a Saturday morning, you won't get replies from me. You won't see.
You're talking about everyone else, because I think
not you. You will see me. You will get a reply. But
I think part of our goal was moving forward to try and create more space for each other, because it's been a challenge lately for both of us. And it's part of the hazards of owning a business. I think sometimes hustle culture gets to you, and we both have our own different roles and responsibilities within the gym. And then I have my full-time job, and then I have sports, and you have running, and you have inquiries and people messaging you all day, every day. And it can be a lot.
They all seem to come through the days that I don't and can't be in my email inbox.
So then you're
the days,
in your off time.
Okay, so that is not what this podcast episode is about.
No, not at all. But just to give you a behind the scenes look at some of what we've been kind of challenged with recently.
So this episode, I brought my phone, but we don't need it for this one. We need it for the next one.
Yeah, we don't need it for this one at all.
We've talked a lot and we offer, and we've talked many times at length about this, nutritional programming for our clients.
Yeah.
But what do we actually eat? We meaning you, Josh, and we meaning me, Kate.
Yeah. I think this is a really good topic for us to talk about because one of the challenges that people often face when they're thinking about changing their relationship with food or the way they're eating food or the things that they're eating, one of the things that we hear a lot of is, but everyone else in my house is going to eat differently.
Yeah.
And I think before we even get started, I think it's really important to say most days we eat different food.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's because our goals are different and our bodies are different.
Yeah. And it doesn't mean that we can't ever eat dinner as a family. It doesn't mean
we
that
eat
we
together
can't.
often.
Exactly. But yes, our meals are often different, just like our tastes in food are different.
Yep.
Like,
I'm not going to put salsa and weird shit in my
yeah,
rice and chicken, but you're going to dump all kinds of nonsense in there because that's what tastes good to you. And I just
yeah,
I'll add spice.
yeah.
I like spicy food and you really, really don't.
So I think we're going to break it down kind of like meal by meal for us. But before that, I think that just a quick discussion of what food means for us, what
role it plays in our lives.
yeah.
Yeah, because I think it is also different between you and I,
Yes.
how we look at food.
Yep. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, you can go first because you have the much better concrete idea of food for your body.
And we recognize that my the role that food plays for me is going to be probably different than the role that food plays for some of our listeners and our viewers, kind of just like you.
You're very disciplined with your food. That would be a way I describe it.
Dare I say a little bit lazy?
Yeah.
For me, food,
Simple.
the role of food is fuel.
Yeah.
It is fuel for my day. It's fuel for my workouts. It is straight up fuel. At no point do I care if food is fancy. I don't even want to say overly delicious because I think my meals are really delicious, but it never has to be that like 5-star quality food because I just don't care.
You also overcook the shit out of your chicken versus how
It's dry as a fart.
Yeah.
But yeah, so for me, food is fuel. It has to be easy. It has to be fast, which is why, again, I am so disciplined with my meal prep because I don't love cooking. I don't get any excitement out of cooking, but I know that I need to eat. And I know that if I don't prep my food, I will grab anything that is in a drive-through. I will grab anything that's fast and easy for sure.
Yeah. While your food is really disciplined, you also need it to be really easy for you and accessible because you're so busy 99% of the time. I
would say aside from when I'm eating dinner at home, which is not every night.
Nope.
Well, I feel like it's kind of a sad thing, but I don't sit down to eat. I don't have time to sit down to eat. And like, that's not a bad thing for me. Like, it's just the way it is, the way that I've structured my day.
It also helps you remove a lot of food noise.
For sure. Yes.
You keep busy while you're eating.
Yes. If I'm eating food here at the gym, chances are I'm setting up for the next session or I'm looking at the clock. Okay, my next client's in 15 minutes. I am going to go pee, eat, and make sure that I'm set up for the client. So food has to be fast, which usually means cold.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
I have to jump in here and say there's a reason why that would never work for me. And if you've ever seen me sit and eat a meal, you would understand why I can't be moving around and eating.
I love it.
I leave a crumb trail. So
my food also is often in a Tupperware container to be eaten with a spoon. I don't have time to fork shit. I just spoon it into the gullet. But great point. It has eliminated a lot of food noise, and food noise is something that has come up a lot since GLP-1s have become so prevalent in our society. Yeah. For me, not someone who takes a GLP-1, I have eliminated food noise because I am busy and so routine oriented.
You've also taken the ritual of eating meals away.
Yeah.
That, like, I think that's a big piece of it for you is meals aren't a thing where everything stops for you and you focus on the food.
hmm
Meals are a thing where you're actually just refueling your body as
Yes.
you're still going.
Yes. And for me, yeah, food is fuel. Food, blah, blah, blah. Food has purpose.
Yeah.
And that's basically all that it is.
Yeah.
It's not anything extravagant, but we do make it a point once per week to have,
Our free meal.
yeah, so that's usually takeout, ordering it at home, especially in the winter. Your girl does not like to go out anywhere. So that's takeout at home. That is going to a restaurant, if whatever.
We're patio people in the summer. But
Yes.
in the winter, we stay home to eat a lot of our meals.
Sorry, I feel like my hair keeps getting in the microphone. Or it means we're cooking something at home
Mhm.
that doesn't necessarily fit in our day's macro. So like
Yeah.
we have a pizza oven, we like to barbecue, you like to smoke things in the
We
summer.
had steak dinner last night, right?
Yeah, and that basically probably did I track it? No, but it probably fit within my day's macros for
It
sure.
probably did, yeah.
So yeah, that is kind of the role that food plays in my life.
Yeah.
You.
For me, it's much different. I struggle to eat from the hours of about 9 in the morning until 4 o'clock in the afternoon because of medication that I take that makes me like the thought of eating makes me not feel well. And so the purpose of food during those times is really so that I don't end up hangry at 4:30 in the afternoon.
Right.
So I'm ease and snacks. But I would also say that I struggle as an emotional eater. When I am maybe a bit more stressed or struggling with things, I'm more likely to eat like a higher fat content, really comfort food things like fast food, like Wendy's is a go-to for me
Yep.
in terms of comfort food, or pizza, or chicken wings, those kind of things. Like I'll eat that'll end up more in my diet. When I'm trying hard to hit my goals like I have been for the last week and a half or so, I will do meal prep like Kate does, but my meal prep looks very different. I will meal prep my vegetables and then do my like my main and sides the night of,
Right.
because I also really enjoy cooking.
Yes, I was just going to jump in there. I feel I didn't talk about it, but you're leading into it perfectly. I have no problem for dinners. Like my breakfasts and lunches and whatnot are often cold, but my dinners are not. But I have no problem, one, heating things up in the microwave, and two, eating that exact same meal
Yeah.
for 5-6 days in a row. Whereas,
Yeah.
yes, very different from you. So you
Yeah.
would rather bulk cook.
Yeah, the vegetables, and I'll have like those in a container on their own, and I will scoop those out and microwave those while I cook like
Often you'll
chicken breast in
yeah,
the air
but you'll
fryer or
even
the
bulk
oven.
cook that.
Sometimes when I'm going to be really busy and not able to have time to cook, I'll do that.
Yeah.
But generally speaking, like I'll do a single chicken breast in the air fryer, or a couple of chicken breasts in the oven,
Mhm.
or barbecue.
It just
Different
kind of depends how many are out in the fridge, and oh
Yeah.
shit, that's gonna go bad. Gotta cook all 4 of them.
Yeah, yeah, that kind of thing. And often it leads to waste for me because I don't enjoy reheating protein.
It's something that burns me to the core.
Yeah, I struggle with that because I like my food to taste more fresh, and I also really do enjoy cooking the food.
Yeah.
That's part of the process for me. While you have completely gone away from the ritual side of eating a meal, I'm very much so make my meal and eat it. So what things look like on nights when Kate's at home is I will start cooking my meal, and when I'm a couple of minutes away from being done,
When
I'll
you're 3 minutes from eating.
yeah, I'll give Kate a heads up. She'll pop her meal into the microwave. We still eat together, but we're eating completely different meals.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do a lot of like pork tenderloin or pork things that are more lean, or chicken breast as kind of my staples. And I do like seasonings that have spice. So like Cajun spices and different types of southern style spices that add heat and flavor to my meals, whereas Kate will use like salsas, yogurts, like lower calorie additives that add the sort of moisture content to her.
Saucy. She's
Yeah.
a saucy girl.
She likes the sauces, and I'm not a sauce person, really.
A question that I'm going to ask you, and I think that's just the next kind of segue in. Are you someone who would rather have fewer larger meals, or are you someone who has more frequent smaller meals?
So I usually will have a larger breakfast, and I'll take my medication in the morning, and then I have easy snacks throughout the day.
Yeah.
So things like granola bars, protein bars, crackers,
Easy.
turkey sticks, cheese, those kind of easy things that I, even when I'm not hungry, I can force myself to eat because at least they taste all right.
Yeah.
Because the thought of food kind of repulses me during the day. And then I will have a really big dinner. Like
Yeah.
I would say I probably eat 40% or maybe even 50%
Yeah.
of my calories at dinner time.
But for the most part, you would eat more or less 3 meals a day.
Yeah. I would say 2 meals and a bunch of snacks.
Yeah. For me, because you just asked that same question to me, right?
Yeah, I'm asking that question right now.
I have way more frequent smaller meals.
Yeah.
And one, that's just what works with my schedule. Two, I don't like the idea of feeling hungry gives me anxiety.
Yeah.
The idea that I am mid-session and my tummy's starting to growl and there's a client in, and God forbid that client hears my stomach. I really don't like that, but I also don't like the feeling that my body has when if I let it get hungry. And I think that for me, that's just like my output is so high when it comes to like calories out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
there's another difference between us.
What would you say your daily calories are?
I don't see, and I don't like to share that. And I don't think that my clients should share that either. Sometimes in group challenges, it does come up when it comes to proof and stuff like that. But I believe that calories are.
It depends on body size. I'm asking that because our total calories are going to be significantly different.
Absolutely. But my concern when it comes to this kind of topic is if I say how many calories I eat in a day, someone is going to take that, run with it, and that likely is not the right calories for them. They're going to say,
unless they're almost 6 feet tall and female and as active as you and doing everything
and it
that you're
depends,
doing.
and depends on the season of life. For me right now,
and where you are in your cycle. Yeah,
yes,
like all of those things matter when it comes to calculating your calories.
I just mean I am on a cut right now. It's not an overly deep cut. So I'm eating less calories than I usually would. Like, for instance, July and August, when we are not doing a cut.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it bad that I don't want to share that?
No, it's not bad at all. Is it safe to say that your cut is under 2,000 calories a day?
A little bit, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not drastically.
I am over.
For sure. Of course.
And I'm 6'3" and a fairly big guy and very active.
Yeah.
And just in order for me to maintain my body weight, I have to be well over 2,000 calories.
And that's where, so often if people do programming with us, yes, it's 8 weeks in length. A lot of times at the end of that 8 weeks, the conversation moves to, well, now what? If I don't have access to your app, are there other ways to track, blah, 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 stay successful? Absolutely. The other layer to that is there are also a ton of calculators out there for free online that will help you calculate your daily calories for a cut, and it will go as far as your macronutrients, but they're literally just calculations. You put in your height, your weight, your age, exercise level, whether or not you're male or female, and it literally just puts them all into a calculator and spits it out at you. There's not a single point where you can say, here's actually what my day-to-day life, if I click I could click sedentary on mine and it would give me calories. I'm not a sedentary person. Like there's so much room for error in those calculators. But yes, there are a ton of free things out there, but there's no human actually looking and reading. So when I calculate people's calories and macros,
It's a math equation for you, yeah.
but I dive deeper into not just the math, but tell me about a day in the life of you when it comes to activity. Tell me about your day-to-day life when it comes to food. Tell me about your schedule. Tell me about all of those things, as opposed to just a calculator.
Yeah, because it is fairly complicated to arrive at what a cut number would be.
And trial and error. Yeah.
To have this conversation, because when you talk about food being fuel for you, right now you are under fueling your body.
Yes.
Because
which can transfer into exercise and running, all of that. It's less fuel in my tank for sure. And you have to adjust everything for that. And also recognize that, there might be times where I'm a little bit hungry. I'm going to share the story of the other night when you got home really late from hockey. It was Monday. Was it Monday? Or was it Wednesday? Either one.
It's Monday or Wednesday. It
doesn't really matter.
Got home on Wednesday.
Yeah. So I had a abnormally kind of cut up and longer day at the gym. I was at home at 3:00 and I was like, fuck, like I got to eat my dinner now. No, it was Wednesday. I got to eat my dinner now because I was heading into Sarah's classes and helping her with them, which one, I don't want to have a big dinner right before teaching a couple of classes. And two, I don't want to eat when I get home. So I had my dinner at 3:00 in the afternoon.
I remember you saying that to me. Yeah.
And I was like, oh, like this is going to come bite me in the butt later, but fine. Ate dinner, came back to the gym, got home, went straight to bed because by that point, it was already way past my bedtime.
Yeah.
Sleep is also something that gives me anxiety. And I was sound asleep. You came home, had a shower, came into bed, and I stirred and naturally had to go pee. I came back to bed. My stomach made a noise. Yeah. And you went, oh my God, are you going to shit your pants?
Yes.
And I was like, no, I'm just hungry. I ate my dinner at 3:00 and it's been, what, 8 hours? Yeah. But you thought that my stomach growling was me getting ready to shit the bed, when really it was just a little bit hungry.
Was a little bit terrified, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah. So just to point out the differences in how food works for both of us, I think is important, because it's going to be individual for every single person that's listening or watching.
Yes.
And
that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's what makes things sustainable for you. When they are individualized, that's what makes it long-term and sustainable for you as a person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why what we do works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to eat 3 meals a day? Eat 3 meals a day. You want to eat 6 meals a day? Eat 6 meals a day. Do the work to learn and understand what those are going to be made up of.
Yeah.
So do you want to dive into?
Yeah, let's talk about mornings and breakfast.
Okay.
What do you typically have for breakfast?
See,
it's going to be very different than me.
But I would say that I have 2 breakfasts.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, good. Because your 3 meals versus my 6.
Yeah. That's why I said morning breakfast. Because I would even go so far as to say it's 3. Like you have your first thing, then your after boot camps, and then you have a mid-morning.
I would just call meal 1 through 6.
Yeah.
So my first meal of the day usually happens around 7:30 or 8:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
Except for that morning that you thought that I was going to shit the bed. I did have a granola bar before I came to the gym.
No doubt.
So usually it's a protein shake and some sort of bar.
Yeah.
And that's a big shot of protein and some carbs for fuel, but also they're just delicious.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go into my next?
Yeah, do your morning.
Then I almost always have cottage cheese, blueberries, and some sort of cereal. Usually it's cashew Goleen clusters, because it eats like a granola but has way better macros.
Be careful name dropping things, because people are going to go and steal it.
Sponsor me,
steal it.
Oh yeah, don't take it off the fucking shelves on it. You know what? It's hella expensive. It's so fucking annoying how much it's increased. So cottage cheese, blueberries, cashew cereal, yes, it is weighed out and measured
Yes.
for my macros.
Yeah.
So those would be my 2 meals that happen before 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. And you also have eaten those same 2 meals for
Years.
Yeah.
Years
like that
and
has
years and
not
years.
not deviated, not changed. That is static for you.
Can I also make it known that I'm not sick of it? Like I never get sick of it.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's the way that works for you isn't going to
Yeah.
be like it does not work for
Yep.
me. So
That's my morning.
Yeah.
Your morning.
my morning is very different than that. Usually, I will have kind of a bigger breakfast. I will either have a glass of chocolate milk and a bowl.
Protein. It's
It
protein.
is protein chocolate milk, yeah. But a glass of that and like a bowl of cereal, Honey Nut Cheerios is kind of my go-to, with 0% protein milk.
Yep.
I will also sometimes have my protein chocolate milk with an English muffin and peanut butter. I will,
Sometimes your sourdough.
Yeah.
Sourdough bread.
yeah, sometimes I will have a peanut butter sandwich with sourdough bread. It depends on how active, honestly, me deciding that depends on how active I'm going to be that week.
And how much time you have in the morning.
Yeah. Typically, I will eat the same thing for 1 week for breakfast. So I'll do a week of English muffins, I'll do a week of sandwiches, I'll do a week of cereal and switch back and forth. I also sometimes, if I'm going to be really active in a day, like Mondays lately have been a really active day for me because I come for personal training in the morning and I play hockey at night.
Mhm.
So those days, I actually have a toaster strudel.
I love the smell of your toaster strudels. Do you remember what I said to you yesterday?
No.
You were making the most artistic pattern
Oh, yes. Yeah.
on your toaster strudel. You know what? I'm not going to say what I said because it's offensive.
But yeah, that would be my breakfast and treat myself once in a while when I'm going to be extra active.
Might,
It's just really windy.
or is it the snowplow?
Could be.
I was going to say we could touch on this at the end, but I think we might forget. You can already tell that we think about protein and adequate protein intake every single meal
Yes.
of the day.
Yeah.
And that is a leveled up game changer.
Yeah.
We haven't even got to the other meals, but as you will see and as you will hear, protein is included in all of them.
Yeah. Well, like for me and my calorie goal being over 2,000 calories, like my protein amount is
Substantial.
mass.
It's hard.
It is hard to get
Yeah.
to. And when I talk about my dinners, I'll explain why I have like huge portions of protein.
Yes, I don't want to get off topic, but a lot of times people wonder if going over in their protein is bad. And my answer is no. If you're within your calories, but you're over in protein, it's going to mean that you're under in carbs and under in fat. And you know what? That's fine too, but you might get protein toots, but that's their problem because they have to smell it. That's not you.
My problem. Typically, yeah.
Okay, so that's our morning fuel.
Yeah, that's breakfast for me. After breakfast, I will usually snack throughout the day. So I'll probably have 3 or 4 light snacks kind of in between appointments when I have time to eat.
Yeah. So things like bars.
Yeah. Like Kirkland protein bars that are more of a granola bar than a protein bar, but I'll also do like a grenade protein bar. Like I have those in my desk at work. I have a box of crackers usually in my desk at work to snack on. And I typically will take some pepperoni sticks, usually turkey pepperoni sticks, and like Baby Bell cheese.
Or the cheese strings.
Or cheese strings, yeah. As like my go-to snacks. And I'll eat those usually between the hours of about 10 a.m. and 2:30 p.m.
My turn?
Yep.
My next meal of the day is, again, been eating it for years.
Yep.
It is overnight protein oats. Let's just make it known. I tried for a solid 2 weeks to have like a different meal. And here I am back to overnight oats.
Tried and tested?
Yeah. So that is oats, protein powder, unsweetened almond milk.
And blueberries.
I've actually stopped. I'll tell you why. I've stopped adding blueberries to it because I was feeling like I was getting the ick of
Hmm.
overnight oats, which was right around that time I started taking like literally just ground beef taco meat because I was like, I don't have time to put anything so I can toss this ground beef in the microwave and eat it. I was working my way towards the ick for the overnight oats, but I love overnight oats. So when I went back to them, and the reason I stopped putting blueberries on them is because I've started warming them up.
Okay.
And it has completely taken away the ick for me. It makes them a little more like, I don't know, like runny and
More like an oatmeal.
yeah. And just having it warm has completely like regained my preach for overnight oats.
Okay, cool. So then you just eat the blueberries separately then?
Yes, yes. Oh, and I always have a dish of fresh blueberries. Oh, they fucking have sucked from the grocery store. Like they're all shrivelly and
It's not
gross.
blueberry season
Ugh.
anymore. That's
But
fine.
I still eat them, especially because berries are expensive.
Yeah.
Okay, so then do I go into meal 4 and then it's just dinners that are
Yeah.
left? Okay, so
Yeah.
my meal 4 varies depending on the day. If I'm here at the gym, and again, like meal is a loose term. It's if I'm at the gym,
Yeah.
it's a protein bar.
Yeah.
So for me, Built bars are what I'm steering heavily into right now. Sometimes those like the little calorie packs of like the Drizzlicious,
Yeah.
like the sweet ones.
Yeah.
That's if I'm at the gym again
What
because it's
flavor of bars is it that you're eating? And I'll share. I usually I lean really hard into the Oreo grenade bar
yeah.
as being my go-to because I find it doesn't have that chalky, powdery taste.
Okay, so the Built bars that I'm really into, I really love the cookies and cream ones and the peanut butter ones, which you can find at Costco or Herc's PTBO. Grenade bars, I'm always about the salted caramel.
Yeah.
Barbells bars are some too. They're a little bit higher in calories, but again, can be easily made to fit in a day.
Yeah.
I think it's the caramel. It's like the two-toned wrapper, like caramel. Anyway, I just know which wrapper to grab. But yeah, so if I'm at the gym, it's usually grab and go protein bar or the Drizzlicious things.
Yeah.
If I'm at home, that's where I have similar to one of your meals. I'll have a serving of crispy minis, savory, so all dressed, chili heat, the spicy dill pickle or the jalapeno cheddar ones. So that's like 12 crispy minis is whatever it works out to be. Plus a cheese string, plus also a meat stick of some variety. I really like the chomps. Shout out to all of my friends who go to the States and bring me back chomps.
They're not so good, I don't think.
But you can find great macros with turkey pepperettes here at home too. Even some of the beef ones, like they're not bad at all.
No, you can easily make a 90-calorie.
Yeah, and it's like a little like poor man's charcuterie that I feel like we kind of. Yeah, so if I'm at home, I will have that. But if I'm at the gym, it's more grab and go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next.
Dinners. This is where I think we really differ the most.
The entire day differs completely.
Yeah.
We're just often sitting beside each other. This is the first meal of the day that we would potentially eat together.
Yes. Most often. Like, unless we are away and eating breakfast out, we generally don't even eat breakfast together ever. Because
I'm here at the ass crack of before dawn.
Even on weekends, like you go for your Saturday morning run, I'll have my breakfast and then go and get groceries while you're doing your run.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah. And then Sundays, I have sports Sunday mornings, basically year round. So
I have breakfast at home while you're away.
Yeah. And I eat breakfast usually because you've come to the gym earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, dinners. Do you want to go first?
Yeah. Dinners for me usually consist of chicken or pork. And I will cook it a variety of different ways, whether it's in the oven, in the air fryer, on a pan, or on the barbecue. Chicken breast, boneless, skinless chicken thighs are kind of staples for me. Pork tenderloin or lean pork chops tend to be kind of my really big go-tos. Once a week, I'll also make like some kind of chicken wing variant, whether it's actual chicken wings or boneless, skinless chicken thighs tossed in buffalo sauce.
And you're having a good, healthy serving of that protein.
I usually am 12 ounces or more of whatever protein I'm making.
Yeah. Would you say that you're kind of making up for
No, I'm making up for not eating it a lot during
Yeah,
the
like
day.
you're making up for the rest of the day, but that's not like, not to sound like a negative thing. You just
Yeah.
have
I just have that many calories that I have to eat.
Yeah.
So, and then usually I will have like French fries or rice
Yeah.
or roasted mini potatoes or baked potatoes. And then vegetables, my go-tos are like green beans, mixed vegetable, salad.
Tried to get him to eat broccoli last night and he didn't want it.
Yeah, I didn't want your boiled broccoli.
With cheese.
I also like some raw vegetables like the snow peas, and baby carrots.
Cucumbers. You like cucumbers with
Yeah,
salt?
cucumbers. Yeah. Um, as like sometimes I'll have my hot meal with some cold vegetables. I'm not a sauce person, so I'll just eat the vegetables as they are. It doesn't bother me at all. Kate loves to have her lower fat dips when she's doing raw vegetables, but I'm just not a dipper. I also
1-to-1 ratio dip to vegetable.
yeah, I'm not even when it comes to cooking, I do a lot of dry seasonings. I don't usually use sauce unless it's like a Frank's Red Hot, Frank's Buffalo sauce. Um, a lot of like Cajun spices, Southern style spices, um,
My nose is so itchy.
ca-
Sorry.
stuff that has like jalapeno in it. That kind of stuff is usually my go-to
Spice.
for seasonings. And when it comes to my vegetables, I keep it pretty simple. Usually it's like boiled vegetables or some kind of steamed vegetable or roasted. And our go-to lately, my go-to for oil has been avocado oil because you don't need a lot of it and it goes really far and also has a high smoke point.
To say that doesn't make the house smoke and make me panic.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's my dinner. I would say like it's a cup of vegetables and a serving of whatever starch it is that I'm having, or if it's rice, a cup, sometimes 2 cups, depending on how many calories I need. I'm usually pretty mindful because we've been doing it for so long. I know I kind of can do the math in my head. When I'm really trying to dial it in, I will track my food. Like for the last couple of weeks, I've been tracking my food.
It's
Because,
also when when your calories are so high,
yeah,
you kind of have a little bit more wiggle room for things like that.
yeah. I have
coupled with how
good-
active you are. Yeah.
I have pretty good wiggle room and I'm not on a heavy cut. I'm really just eating a little bit less than what my body needs. I'm trying to just lose a couple of pounds. If I do a heavy cut and increase my water, I can lose weight pretty quickly for the first couple of weeks, which drives some people nuts, but it's just I'm a guy and that's how my body works. I know that about myself. If I undercut my calories by 250 or 300 calories in a day, if I do that consistently for a week, I'm going to lose 5 to 8 pounds. And
rude.
It can be really frustrating. But then after that first 5 to 8 pounds, it's really slow if I keep that 300 calorie deficit. So I will usually bump it up after that a little bit because it doesn't seem to matter.
I actually joked about that with the week 1 check-in this past week for the group challenge.
Yeah.
I lost an abnormal amount of weight and even more inches for that check-in. I was like, literally, I probably won't lose another inch or pound this entire challenge. Like that was just abnormal for me. But yes, your first week is always pretty.
Yeah.
My turn?
Yeah.
So I feel like dinners for me depends on the week. If I am prepping my dinners, I will eat the exact same thing 5-6 days in a row. And that almost always is a half a cup of rice, a heaping half cup or cup. Again, it's fucking green beans. So like if nobody got fat eating green beans. So half cup of rice, some sort of green bean, green vegetable, and then either like ground turkey or beef taco meat.
Yeah.
And then I slurry it all together with, depending on the day, some sort of sauce. Or instead of the turkey meat, it is chicken breast. So sometimes I throw that in the crock pot if I'm really lazy and shred it, weigh it out, away I go. Sometimes I cube it and then throw it in a frying pan. Sometimes air fry it. but I will prep all of that and put it into its individual Tupperware dish, heat it up in the moment, add whatever serving of sauce I'm going to add, and go from there.
Yeah.
Very plain, very basic, because that's easy to track. It's easy to digest. It's easy for me to eat wherever I am. But shameless plug for our meal prep lady, Chantel and Artie. I think we've talked about them before. I do use a local meal prep company for dinners. Even before we started this collab with them, Chantel and I talked a lot back and forth. I shared how my nutrition coaching works, how, yes, I do expect clients to track their food. So knowing what is coming in the Tupperware dishes is really key and really important. So we talked about a rough estimate for calories per meal. We talked about a kind of like a minimum protein number.
Lack of onions.
I don't even have to tell her anymore. No onions for Kate. But yeah, so we worked before we started a collab. And now if someone is a gym goer for here or has any connection to this community, they can just message Chantel and tell her. And you are automatically like in, otherwise you're waitlisted. But if you say that you're from here, you don't have to go on the wait list. So yes. So I use, usually I order 4 meals per week from Chantel and Artie. So that covers 4 meals. And then the other 1 to 2 meals per week before our free meal is usually like the ground beef, chicken, whatever, a cooked meal. So that is, sorry, I'm getting off track. That is where I get a lot of variety with dinners, because usually Chantel, she provides all of the macros. You get your little like handout with it. And that's a lot of variety for me. So sometimes it's a rice one, sometimes it's a potato one, there's chicken, there's beef, all
Every
of
once
that.
in a while, I'll jump in and grab one.
There's one coming for you this week, and I forget what it is. And the menu for next week, I already have told her, like, oh my God, Josh is going to be so into this.
Perfect.
So into it. So yeah, so I use that for dinners. Most weeks, a way for me to, again, slightly lazy when it comes to meal prep. It has to be fucking easy and fast for me. And that is driving over to Chantel's house and picking up dinners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's kind of it. We both usually have a late night snack of some kind. For me, that it depends on what I have left for calories.
In your emotional state, is it chips?
In my emotional state, it can sometimes be a little bit of chips.
Yeah.
Sometimes some popcorn.
I was just going to say popcorn, and popcorn is super macro friendly.
Yeah. Sometimes it's crackers and cheese.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like a smaller ice cream bar thing that's like
Chapman's.
Yeah, like 90 calories, I think they are.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like a little thing of chocolate chips and and something to go along with that.
In the summer, Ninja Creamy.
Yeah, in the summer we do make our own protein ice cream, which is nice. Mine's usually a little bit higher in calories than yours because I'll add some chocolate sauce to mine.
Yeah, the Ninja Creamy. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Aside from that, for snacks for me, it's usually stuff that's really simple, really easy. Yeah.
And my after dinner snack is usually some form of berry, like if the strawberries are hitting, then usually strawberries. Sometimes I will have it with like a single serving of like the Too Good yogurt or the high protein yogurt. Not a ton of yogurt, but just enough to kind of, I don't know, like make it feel like you're eating a bit of a parfait. If I've not eaten the fresh blueberries earlier in the day, I will toss that in. Sometimes I will have those True Fruit frozen.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with those right now, like the chocolate covered strawberries or the chocolate covered bananas. I really, really, really love those.
Yeah, and a serving size is actually a pretty good amount, which is kind of cool.
Well, that's because I have 1 serving of the banana and 1 serving of, that's what makes it more. Yeah. It's actually only 3 pieces of each, so it's
still
6 pieces. Yeah.
Decent snack when you're thinking about having like a chocolatey.
And it takes, this is not to sound really pathetic, but I really when I'm at home, I like food that takes a long time to eat. And eating a chocolate-covered frozen piece of fruit
Takes time.
yeah, like
Yeah.
you can't just toss that in. That's a toothache waiting to happen. So you have to bite it, smaller bites. It just feels like it lasts longer.
Yeah, I think that's why I like popcorn. So it's a bit salty and
Yeah.
takes a while because like I don't shovel a whole pile because I'm such a messy eater. I feed it little bits at a time.
Is that dandruff on your sweater? No, it's
No,
crumbs.
So yeah, I'm a crummy eater.
But again, all of these meals are consciously aware of protein.
Yes.
Protein is by far our most important macro.
Yeah,
And
I think
should be yours too.
I think I'm trying to hit 186 grams of protein a day, which is a high number.
It's a lot, yeah.
That is a lot. That's why I'm eating 12 to 14 ounces of whatever protein at dinner.
Mhm.
Like it works out to be 2 chicken breasts or 2 lean pork chops or more than half of a pork tenderloin.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's kind of what we eat in a day. Yes, protein forward, protein focused. Yes, we track calories and macros. We're also not really, we really aren't very restrictive.
Mhm.
If we want, I thought we used a friggin' Oreo, but if we wanted an Oreo cookie, we would eat an Oreo cookie and make that work in our day. Like,
Yeah,
we
we could fit
don't-
anything. Yeah.
we don't label food as bad. We don't tell ourselves that we can't have certain foods because that only makes us want it more.
Yeah.
We leave a safe space for us to have that free meal each week, which is often, like takeout, pizza. This past week, it was the restaurant I had was it a chicken finger wrap with lattice fries, and you had wings and like mozzarella sticks, and those are untracked.
And then this weekend it was a steak dinner we had. Yeah.
But yeah, we eat normal food.
Yeah. Yeah.
We eat normal food. We have normal taste buds.
I would say we try really hard to stick to like an 80-20 rule where
Yep.
80% of the time we're hitting our goals, and
Yep.
then 20% of the time that is the room for us to have our own spin on things
And
or
still be able to see really fucking good
Yeah.
success.
yeah. And if we're talking about 80% of the meals in a week, if you were having 6 little meals a day times 7 days, it's 42 meals, and my 3 times 7 days is 21. So as long as you're eating like
That's really fast math. I don't know. Okay.
so for you, if
Great job.
your 80% is like for your 6 smaller meals, you need to be making sure you're hitting 35 of those. And for me, it's
And
like
really, I'm hitting.
14, 15 of them, and I'm hitting way more than
Yeah. Yeah.
we
we
1 or 2
also-
meals that are out of whack.
We also live and breathe what we teach
Yeah.
people, which it's sad that there are a lot of coaches out there and a lot of even like influencers that are trying to sell you programs and things that they don't even follow. Like,
Yeah.
what does that tell you about it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wrapping?
Yeah, I think so.
That was good. I don't have anything else to add to you.
I don't think so. No, I
Okay.
think that's the meals.
That's what we eat.
That is what we eat. I think we get asked that question more than anything else.
Yeah. And
Overall, is what do you actually eat? Like,
simple.
what
It
is
is just
life like
friggin'
for you?
simple,
Yeah.
normal food. We don't shop in the organic aisle unless we need it.
yeah.
We don't shop at certain special grocery stores that
No, we literally shop at the superstore.
Costco.
Yeah, but I will say for most of our meats, I go to the butcher shop
Yes, and it's
because they
Similar.
will package it in the size amounts that I want.
fair, and it's very similar price.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Hit us up in DMs if you have any feedback or have any further questions about the food.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Ask lots of questions.
ask them. Thanks,
course.
gang.
Bye.
Bye.